Hi, my name is Trudy MacDonald. I'm the Managing Director of TalentCode HR. In this video, I wanted to share with you some practical tips around how to conduct effective salary reviews within your organisation so that ultimately your remuneration strategy is one that reinforces a high-performance organisation. What I find working across many organisations across most industries is that it's common that the salary review process doesn't differentiate performance. In fact, the least fair thing you can do is pay everybody equally, because what it does in effect is it takes your high performers who are giving you discretionary effort and ultimately delivering better outcomes for the organisation, and it's sending a message to them that they're not valued any differently than those who are doing an average or a below average job. How this actually comes out is that many organisations will give a blanket CPI increase across the board. Often there's no increases if times are a little tough, or the variability between those that get the highest increases and the lowest increases is fairly minimal. So how do we deal with this problem so that at the end of the day, we're rewarding high levels of performance and ultimately reinforcing a high performance culture? The first step to take is to make sure that you understand what salaries look like within your given industry. Now, salary survey data can come from a number of sources. They can come through recruitment agencies, and if you just jump online and do a search, you will find that there's a wealth of freely available information. Now, it's worth noting that with this information that's derived from recruitment agencies, it reflects the data that indicates how people have been paid for new jobs they've moved into over the prior 12 months. Often that's inflated compared to what organisations are currently paying people for those jobs at that point in time. So it's just worth being aware that those numbers will be a little inflated. The other sources are often your industry associations. It's worth checking with those, or alternatively, working with organisations such as ours that can access properly collected and statistically valid salary survey data. Now, once you have that data for your organisation and for the relevant roles, you can create what's referred to as a salary band. The next decision you need to make is where you want to pay your staff within that salary band. Very simply put, you can decide to pay them around market median, which is the midpoint, above that or below that. Now, the answer to that question is absolutely dependent on your organisation, what you can afford, the nature of the geography that you're operating in, and ultimately the calibre of people that you want to attract. With that framework and that understanding, you then have the ability to plot every person in your organisation against the salary band. Now, strategically, what we don't want to do is be paying people outside of that salary band for their fixed remuneration, or what's often referred to as their base salary. What we do have the opportunity to do, though, is to set up a framework whereby people can be incrementally rewarded either through a variable incentive scheme that's linked directly to performance for that given year, or alternatively through a whole range of non-financial rewards. And these may include things such as gym memberships, trips overseas, attendance at conferences, or other development opportunities that you have available within your business. So how do we pull this all together into a framework? Ultimately, at the end of the year, if you're able to accurately measure the performance of all of your people against a clearly defined set of expectations that are aligned to where your business is performing, you can also plot them against where they sit within the salary band. With that framework, you can actually create a very simple model for determining the level of increase that people can be given as a starting point that directly correlates not only to their level of contribution in the business, but also where they sit within the salary band. If you'd like some assistance implementing this kind of framework within your business, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We'd be delighted to help you.